All right, so back to it. Doing the dishes. Gotta dish up. Some of you guys know my life. I come out here and I do dishes, bros. Whatever the wife wants, that's what I do. But I was checking out the markets. It was pretty fun. I know everyone's talking about Japan. They increased their actual interest rates again, which says a lot about a carry trade scenario. The next release I saw that DeepSeek had a new way of doing things again. Last December, DeepSeek came out with the same report that said they could beat out, NVIDIA and ChatGPT. Well, they did it again. So GPT or whatever, ChatGPT. Yeah. So they did it again, which is pretty cool. And so does that mean the market's going to get rocked? I already think the market's going to get rocked. It looks like Trump's already announced his next Fed chair. Now, I had told you guys the other day that Jerome Powell was stepping down. And I'll tell you right now, I got that wrong because I read the wrong thing. That's what I can tell you. It was funny. And so I read like a fake Twitter account from what I know. And then another was like doubled up fake Twitter accounts. So got the wrong info. Oh well. I'm not going to lose sleep over that one because it doesn't matter. It has minimal things to do with GameStop as of right now. I don't know if you guys have ever had a Dutch oven pot, whatever. This shit is heavy and for no reason. What do you do with the Dutch oven? Anybody know? I don't even know what to do. I don't even know why my wife has one. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. But I still got a lot to do. I'm just wiping down. Had a good day, guys. Saw the market come down on GameStop a little bit. Reset the price down to that gap fill in the pre-market. Found it back its way up, trying to battle with 23. I anticipate GameStop going to this downside of 22 for the next 2 days. So Wednesday will be the turnover. It's usually how it happens. You have like a retraction from the pump. Remember, we just pumped from $19.93 all the way to $23. That's a huge run. But right now I want to talk about warrants. Everyone's talking about it. The warrants have increased by so much. And it's like, you can tell people this info and they're like, I don't know. They're kind of dumb, but I try to teach people, but it's tough sometimes. Here's what happens, okay? And I don't mean to call you dumb, but just maybe you don't understand. The warrants are a rights offering. You have the right to buy the stock at a strike price. And that strike price is a set price. So over time, to give an example, the warrants still have a good 11 months left. So if GameStop goes up in value today or last week or a couple of days, that value, what they're trying to find out is, can we maintain that run, the volatility of that run from now until October. So that's what gets priced in. So when people say, hey man, this thing's up like crazy amount this week because it's already up 40%. Warrants are. Well, they're supposed to be up 40% because what if GameStop could run like they just went up 13% in the past 5 days? What if they could do that for the next 200 days? Where would it end up? It would end up somewhere crazy. So warrants try to get ahead of it because the warrants are a part of a long-dated call, basically is what it is. So if you like GameStop's price action, then yes, you will see warrants take you wherever you want to go. And that's the whole point. We've been saying this for so long that warrants can find some real volatility there. One, it's a smaller float than the stock. The stock has a float of 448 million shares. And I'm not going to say they're all publicly traded or they're all available to you. That's not what I'm saying. Just there is a float that's that big. Warrants, the float literally is 500 or 59 million. 59 million. and some of which have been exercised. So I don't think it takes much for it to run, and I just want to remind people of that when they play in that world of volatility and small floats, the bond market, the warrant market. So that's what I'm looking at on GameStop and the activity. Some of you guys asked, I'm just going to tell you. If GameStop were to go to, I'll give you an example. GameStop were to have great earnings in about 8 days. Their earnings report is on the 9th. If GameStop were to have great earnings, then you would see a run, you would think, right? And if the stock ran to like 35, what would the warrants do? Well, the warrants would find some real legs because it wouldn't just be the strike price. And I know people have a hard time understanding this, but it wouldn't just be the strike price of 32 minus wherever the stock is at the moment, and then that's your warrant price. That's not how it works. What it would do is say, you know what, strike price is 32, but the stock's already at 35. Stock's already at 35. Where will it be in 5 months from now? That's the point, okay? That's how it works. So for some of you guys that have warrants, just know that the theta could run out, on you. It'd come that October time frame. GameStop has the ability to extend them if they wanted to. They can do that too, if you read the fine print. But for the most part, I don't think we're gonna have to wait till October. I think the bulk of warrants are gonna be collected and exercised come March of 2026. Because I think GameStop can't hold off, or the market can't hold off on GameStop's earnings reports. Not 8 quarters in a row, guys. 8 quarters in a row of growth and profit. That's going to be a problem for a lot of people. And it should be. And I'm happy about that. For me, I want to remind you guys about execution of a season. Okay? In the world of retail, there are some anomalies. And some of those happen, and people try to compare the numbers to each other, and you have to warn them. You have to say, hey, those aren't apples to apples. Try to tell people this. They don't listen. One is when your year has 53 weeks instead of 52. That happens on leap years. In sales and in reporting your sales and your budgets, you have one less week. Throws off a couple things. So you got to be aware that GameStop is going up against a 53-week cycle instead of a 52-week cycle. Additionally, Thanksgiving was on the 28th of November. That means a shortened holiday season. You have to adjust your numbers, your SKU, your inventory for the short holiday season. As a retailer, you have to do this. And I know that Ryan has the best people around him, and they're telling him the same thing I'm telling you. So that would explain GameStop's constant marketing for these given programs. The programs that are power packs that are lunar, the new trade anything in for profit, for money, and that's going to generate sales as well. Even if it's a write-off, as in GameStop is donating everything that's traded in, it's not going to be just that. You're going to get other additional items that people are going to trade in. So these are going to be good problems to have. And, there's a whole marketing ploy that's involved, and a lot of stuff's going on. So that's going to help out this number. If GameStop has to front some of that by being creative, i.e. they expanded their PSA graded cards online, it's a good thing. GameStop's getting ahead of it, getting ahead of the inventory rush, but you know that we have all of January to make up numbers that we didn't capture because our quarter ends January, not December, like most traditional companies. So with that being said, I think GameStop can adjust and prepare themselves for the release of more Pokemon cards, the increase in pricing that they've conditioned the GameStop shopper for PSA graded cards, like they have. These are all great things for retail. Let's talk about something that no one ever really wants to bring to light, and that is the shorts. You know, there's a stock out here called GameStop, and then there's numerous people that are short GameStop, and not because they believe GameStop is going to fail. That's not why they short this stock. They short this stock out of necessity to survive. They are stubborn. They know they're going to lose. They know they are losing even now. But they don't want to admit defeat. So they're hoping that they break some of you. Try to go ahead and take away your momentum and your thought process, what you're conditioned to think. Stocks go up and to the right. GameStop's going sideways. You see other things move. You feel like you missed out on this investment, and or you have been brainwashed, or the cult got a hold of you. Marantz talked you into buying more. Things like that. And that's all things that are furthest from the truth. You know, education wins out when you understand value and you understand GameStop. But I take my cues from the leadership. The leadership buys shares at any price given, and in this case, GameStop's leaders bought these shares at $21.50. So why wouldn't you buy them at that same price? Those business owners, Ryan Cohen, Larry Chang, Alan Adel, they're not in this to lose money. They're not here to lose money. They didn't put in dollars to make you think that you should put in with them. No, that's the only way they're going to make money on this investment is by buying more shares. They're not paid with salaries. They're not paid with bonuses. There's no share compensation. No, it was pretty interesting read this morning. I don't know if you guys read it. What Dr. Michael Burry was saying about NVIDIA. He said everything that I've been saying for 2 years, which is cool. Thank you for the confirmation bias there, Dr. Michael Burry. But he said that NVIDIA does something to make it look like they're very productive. And I already knew that. But they actually, and it's the same thing Costco's doing. It's the same thing a lot of these guys are doing. Everyone's taking their cash and they're buying shares. They're buying back their own float. And the reason you do that is to give off the optics that you are a profitable company and or more profitable than Wall Street projects. And so when that's being done, GameStop's coming out and not doing that. But NVIDIA is, and so is Costco, and so is Apple, Amazon. Everybody's buying back their own shares. And it increases their profits per share. Okay? Their earnings per share. Their EPS. Well, could you imagine? Yeah, they are. But they're also giving shares away to their executives at a rate that's better than you could ever dream of, than what they care to admit. So those are the things that GameStop's doing. I mean, that NVIDIA's doing. And Michael Burry touched on it. He said the numbers are not nearly as good as they claim. They're inflating their profits by doing this. And we already know about the accounting mishap that they're doing with depreciating assets. So when everything I see, whenever it's going like that, like it's, fraud this, fraud that, or manipulative markets and all that stuff, you feel good about your investment. Now, I don't feel that great about having to keep going back to work every day. 'Cause I think I always will go to work. But I'll tell you this now, when this is all done, ladies and gentlemen, when this is back to where it needs to be and you get some extreme value for GameStop, I might go ahead and take a job with GameStop. Or, nah, just do YouTube, right? Just chill, hang out with you guys. We'll figure something out. Anyway, there's no chat to read tonight. Like I said, I'm doing the dishes. And when I'm done with the dishes, I'm going to try to clean my office. Then I will play some TFT. Then I'll call it a night while I study some more great news. I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. It's going to be fun. But whatever you guys need, hit me up in the DMs. Shout out to all the content creators out there that were doing lunar power packs today. Except for that paper trading company guy. I don't like him anyway, but he went ahead and said he's going to ask GameStop for a refund for the one that he opened, which is kind of bullshit, saying that the value's not there for the card. Well, like I told you guys, sell it back. I don't know, Tito's here doing the dishes with me. Tito, what you doing, bro? I don't know what Tito's going on. I've never had him sit here next to me while I do the dishes, but either he saw a ghost or he misses me. I don't know. But thank you guys again. Sorry that we're doing it in this area, but you know, I got a lot to do here. The soap is big, bubbly, and all this is all from like, I don't want to say it's from Thanksgiving, it's not that way. It's from eating all the food of Thanksgiving, like, because I would go back in there. I've been eating leftovers for like 4 days, guys. Legit 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. So, I want that action. Let's see if there's something else I had to tell you guys. Carry trade. Everybody's wrong. Yeah, we got 9 days till earnings comes. Oh, I'm so happy for that. The winners of all the good stuff. I will be shipping it out tomorrow. Everything gets shipped out tomorrow. I have to got to try to hit up my postal annex at like 5:30 at night. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna try. I got to get across for the holidays, but the problem that I'm having is I work across town from my son. I have to drive to go get him after school. Wifey's a little locked up these days. So my son, he's coming before all of you right now. But I'll fix it. And I know who won. I know AA won. Chromatic Pikachu. Chromatic Pikachu. Cranky won. And then it was High Rider won a Switch 2. And Jesus won a Switch 2. And believe it or not, 2 of you guys live in Arizona. That's easy mail. I mean, I'd rather just drive it over to you guys this weekend. That'd be easier for me. I haven't decided. I think my wife and I had decided that we were going to go do a giveaway this weekend. And we were going to go to the Tamale Festival again. So it's this weekend here in Southern California. And I think we're going to do that and do a video giveaway. So you guys know how we support the kids and get them stuff. I have a PSA graded card I want to give away. I also have a package for AJ that's already put together, ready to go. And that's my life right now. So for the show, it is December. It is a new month. So naturally, I want to thank everyone for November. It was a great month for the channel. Not so much growth, but a lot of support for what we do. Not a dollar in this channel goes wasted. It all goes to GameStop, whether it's at the store for the kids and collectibles, or in this case, I mean, I've spent more in GameStop than I could ever imagine over these last 4 years, and I'm going to keep doing that. So with that being said, appreciate you guys tonight. It's a 20-minute video, but I got a lot going on. And life is tough for everyone. I got to find time to spend time with the family. It's holidays. And if I need anything, I know you guys are there for me, but I appreciate it. I get at all of you. Peace.